Hey guys, welcome back once again. I am Judith, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I took this beautiful looking, gorgeous model to this luxury bridal look using only Nigerian brands. I am a very huge fan of Nigerian brands, they are doing amazing. So, I'm going to be starting off with carving her brows. We want a very clean brows to start on. You don't want the brows looking bushy, but while doing that, you don't want to take out everything on her brows. You just want to take out the excesses just to give it like, just to, trim it, give it like a little shape, if that's correct. But we're not going to take out everything off her face because after the makeup, you don't want her looking funny, like what happened to your brows, right? So I'm going to take out the excesses from the top, and this is what the brows looks like. Nothing much. I didn't take out so much. So to begin, we want a very clean canvas. So we're using Nia Beauty micellar water. I applied that on a cotton pad and clean her face. Remember, we're doing this bridal glam using only Nigerian brands, and this is the Nia Beauty setting spray. I spray it on the skin for more hydration, and I blend that into the skin with a flat blending brush. Our Nigerian brands are doing amazing and very affordable too. And this Omari Code is also a Nigerian brand. This is a hydrating serum. So for more hydration, my skin prep is really very important to me because that is the base for my makeup, so I don't play with it. I blend that into the skin, and also to moisturize the lip, I'm using the Nia lip balm. Guys, always moisturize your lips. Your lips is part of your face. Always moisturize your lips. So to moisturize the face, I'm using this Dove cosmetic moisturizer to moisturize her skin. Well, I'm using this moisturizer for the first time. It was sent to me. It's actually a PR package. It was sent to me, and I'm using it for the first time. And it's really not that bad. Not bad at all. But I'm going to try it again and, see what the moisturizer really is. I tried it on the skin. Her skin is, she has a combination skin. So I tried on a combination skin. I'm going to try it on an oil skin and on a dry skin to see what it gives me. So I'm using my Younger Beauty primer. This is like a silicone primer. She has a combination skin, not so much oil, and her T-zone doesn't produce so much oil. So I'm just trying not to dry out her skin. So I'm using my flat brush to apply that on every part of her face because that's like a base for my foundation. So to control the oil and sweat around her T-zone, I used my Mismetic Power Seal. This is also a Nigerian brand. Mismetic is one very amazing brand. This is a brand, that is the word. They go all and out to get everything in order. And I'm using my Nuban Beauty liquid illuminator to glow her face, just to give me like a little glow beneath the foundation. Nuban Beauty also is one amazing brand. I don't need to tell you much about Nuban Beauty. It speaks for itself. So I blend that into the skin with my beauty blender, and also using my Zaron oil block around her T-zone. You have to shake this product very well before you use it. And this is a bridal glam. So let's assume she is a bride and she's going to be everywhere. So we want to prep her skin properly and accordingly. I'm also taking that to the brow area because I also want that part matte. If you notice on the skin, that part where I apply this oil block kind of looks whitish. This is because it's already sealing all the oil around the skin, and I'm just using my beauty sponge to pat that in for like a very smooth canvas. This is not really necessary, but I just like to do too much. I just want everything to be perfect, and I'm using my Nuban Beauty foundation. This foundation has an amazing coverage, but it's not like a full coverage foundation. It's a foundation that you can build the coverage. The coverage is buildable, so just apply, and if it's not covered enough, if the coverage is not enough to your satisfaction, you can build it. So I'm using my Nia Beauty setting spray to spray on the skin for a very smooth blend. And notice I didn't pack so much foundation on her skin. I still want her skin to be able to breathe through the foundation. So if you look closely, you can still see her skin. After applying the spraying the spray on her skin, I let it dry into the skin a little, like 50%, then I start blending. blending with my beauty sponge. This beauty sponge is from Vicabel. This beauty sponge is really soft, and I like the shape of this beauty sponge because it has like that pointy mouth, and it also has that part that is flat, like two other parts is flat, so you can easily blend in your foundation and also blend in your concealer into the teeth, into the inner corners of the eyes. That's what it says, the inner corners of the eyes. So for her blush, I'm going to mix in this shade from my Eye Magic lip palette and also this shade from my Tequila Cosmetic blush palette. So I apply that on the skin, like just like on the back of my palm. I mix that on the back of my palm and use my beauty sponge to apply that on the skin. This gives me like a very sweet blend, like a very clean sweet blend. And guys, trust me, I wasn't liking the shade of this blush on her skin. The shade is amazing, but it wasn't sitting really well on her skin, so I decided to go on top of it with my Avo lipstick. It's actually a lip stain. This is like the red lip stain, but it just gives me this orange finish. I don't know if you guys can see it. It just gave me that orange finish. So I had so much on the other side, so I just, applied on the side just so I don't pack so much on the side. If you notice what I did, I just applied that and blend that into the other part. And also to contour her skin, I'm mixing these two shades from my Eye Magic lip palette, like the brown from the lip palette, and this is my Nuban Beauty concealer in 046. I apply the brown from the palette on her face and use the 049 Nuban to blend. This is going to give me like a dimension and also like a bronzing kind of finish. I don't know if you understand that. Like the shade from the Eye Magic lip palette is going to give me a dimension on the skin, and the Nuban Beauty is going to give me like that bronze effect. So I'm just blending her forehead area with my beauty sponge. And I also took this brush also because she has a frontal on, and taking my beauty blender on that part is going to put foundation on the lids, and trust me, that is going to make it to look really messy. And we don't want that, guys. Good makeup complements good hair, and good hair complements good makeup. Like, it works together. Makeup complements hair and hair complements makeup. So you don't want to mess the hair up at all. So to conceal, I'm using my Younger Beauty concealer and my Nuban Beauty concealer. First, I apply the Younger Beauty on her skin, and I'm using the Nuban Beauty to blend that. I just use the Nuban Beauty with the brush to apply that. Just spread it on the skin, and I'm using my beauty sponge to blend. See why I say I love this beauty sponge so much? Because that mouth is pointy and it can easily get to the inner corners of the eyes, and this is just perfect. And it's a Nigerian brand. Guys, I am a very huge fan of Nigerian brand. Like I said before, they give us luxury for less. Yeah, that's the word, because they are doing great. They are doing amazing. Some of these Nigerian brands beat those luxury brands hands down, guys. So you don't have to break the bank if you cannot afford the luxury brands. Our Nigerian brands are giving us so much. And if you are not in Nigeria, or you are not a Nigerian, or you are a Nigerian but you're not in Nigeria, guys, give our Nigerian brands a try. You will love them. They have lots of amazing products. I have lots of Nigerian brands in my kit because they just do the job for me very well. So to contour her nose after blending the concealer and make sure it's all blended, I'm using only the Nuban Beauty on the skin because I don't want her nose looking really dark. So I apply that with my brush and make sure it's well blended. When contouring the nose with a brush, you want to be really light-handed because you don't want it opening the skin, and also blend in with your beauty sponge. This is another reason I love this beauty sponge, guys. Can you see what this beauty sponge is doing? Like, this particular shape of this beauty sponge is a must-have in your kit. So I just went ahead with my beauty sponge to blend all the edges because, trust me, I don't want demarcations. I don't like demarcations on the skin, so I'm just blending the edge, the concealer, the contour, the blush, and my model kept smiling. I think because I was really light-handed on her skin, and she just kept smiling. She was enjoying our session, and our session was fun, guys. So I'm going to set under her eyes, but first you have to blend under the eyes before setting. So I'm using the Milani compact powder in warm. Oh, Milani is not a Nigerian brand. Yeah, it's not, but it's really, really affordable. And they have like a major distributor in Nigeria. So I always mistake it for like a Nigerian brand, but this is an amazing product and really, really affordable. So I use a smaller brush to apply on the inner corners of the eyes and directly under the eyes. Then I use like a bigger blending brush, not like a very big blending brush, but just bigger than the smaller one I used to apply on the other part where I highlighted. Guys, always use a compact powder before a setting powder or a translucent powder, whichever one you're using. So to set her under eyes, I'm using the Nuban Beauty translucent powder in mustard. I really love this shade so much because it has like a yellow undertone, like a warm undertone. I'm a professional makeup artist. I'm not supposed to say that. It has like a warm undertone and it's so beautiful on the skin. To see what it looks like on the skin, so I'm just applying on every part where I highlighted, taking very little quantity. You don't want to pack products on her skin. At this point, the skin work is looking really amazing, so you don't want to ruin it with your setting powder. Why is she laughing again? So to set all over her face, I'm using, okay, no, I'm contouring her nose area, also her face. So I'm using my Nuban Beauty compact powder in 09. There's another name attached to it, but I hardly like that name. The names has refused to enter my head, just the numbers. So I'm also contouring, like setting the contour area with the same powder and a fluffy angled brush. Always do like cream contour and powder contour and cream blush and powder blush. Don't be a lazy makeup artist, guys. It's always easier when you do cream before powder. It gives like a very smooth blend. So I'm using my classic blush palette to intensify the blush on her cheek. Guys, you all know I'm a blush girl. I love blush so much on the skin. It just gives like the skin, like it makes it alive. It brings it to life, if that's the word. So to set under all over her skin, I'm using the Nuban Beauty compact powder in 07, like I showed in the video, but the number has peeled off, so you can't really see it. But this shade is 07. It's one amazing shade, a must have, trust me. Like, this is really a must have. To do the brows, I'm just going to, brush, because I already carved the brow, so it's ready to, to be filled in. So I just outline like a very light sketch using my Davis brow pencil. This is the pencil I use all the time, except for one other pencil I use, and I'm working on a very light skin person, but this pencil does the job for me. And another thing is with doing a perfect brows is when you trim the brows neatly, it helps you achieve like a perfect brows. You don't have to stress yourself. Like, see how it's easy for me to just draw those brows. I just followed like the natural brows, and now with a very sharp pencil, I'm creating like a 4 stroke on the beginning part of the brows to, match the hairs she has. I don't want the brows to be too far apart, so that's why I'm creating like a very 4 stroke, and I'm, filling in the brows, stroking it and filling it in. Just, fill in the hairs in the brows, guys. You know what I'm trying to say. So I just brush, and this is what the brows looks like. Without concealing, it's already looking very perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and conceal the brows. I'm using the Younger Beauty concealer I used to highlight her face earlier. I just mixed it a little bit with her foundation shade because I don't want it looking so bright. That's not the look I'm going for. I don't want it looking so highlighted. So just one shade lighter is enough for me. And this is what I just do. Basically, I take my time to do that, and I'm using like a flat brush. This brush is from Vicabel. Most of my brushes I use are from Vicabel. And I think the other set I have is like the Flawless Ivy, not bad. Okay, this is Flawless Ivy, this is not Vicabel. So I just blend that in, and on the beginning part of the brows, I just use my Nuban Beauty concealer in 049 to fill, just to define the beginning part of the brows. I don't use like a light concealer on that area. You don't want your brows looking tacky and looking just white and anyhow. You want to looking like really natural, like it's her brows. That's the idea of this look. So I'm just going to set that using the same powder I used to contour that area, which is the 9, yes, to set that. And I'm using her Exa powder shade to set the brow bone. Like I said earlier, I don't want it looking really highlighted. And guys, I know you've been anticipating the eye look because the eye look of this makeup is really beautiful. But this is too beautiful not to be a video on its own. It's too beautiful not to be really detailed. So I created a different video for it on its own because I want it to be really detailed, guys. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So just catch up, guys. So to set her face, I'm using my Nia setting spray to set her face. This is a setting spray, not a finishing spray. Okay, this is a finishing spray and not a setting spray. And also always blow, use a fan. Let it dry, but to speed up the drying process, just use a fan. You can use a mini fan, but trust me to always use my lash pack. It does the job faster and perfect for me. So when it's completely dry, like 95%, I just go into my beauty sponge to blend that in. Just seal in everything, seal in the powdery products together and let it be in her skin. Let it just, look like her skin. So for the lip, I just wanted something really, simple, because I'm going for like a very classy, luxurious, sophisticated bridal look. A look that is going to stand the test of time. And her eyes are already popping, so I just want something really simple on the lips. So I just went into it with my Davis brow pencil. Guys, can you see the difference of this look? Like the difference, something different just happened. Like there's a different, I don't know if you saw that, the lashes just came on and it just changed the look totally. This lashes from Wink Lashes, guys. Check her out on Instagram at Wink Beauty. I'm going to leave her handle in the description box. Like, her lashes are amazing. Amazing, guys. So I just keep lining. And lashes makes like a lot of difference. A lot of difference. So after lining the lips, I use my NYX lipstick to fill that into, like, just to put inside the lip. And I'm also using another lip stain on top of it. I can't remember the name of this lip stain. I've had it for a while and I can't remember. So I'm using my concealer. This is the Ailey Girl Cream Concealer in Fawn. Just on top of the lip. I just wanted it to look more like a lip shade. Yeah, just look like more of her natural lips. Something of that nature. That's what I'm going for. So I just asked her to smirk, and this is her smirking. She keeps smiling, guys. She just kept smiling. And I went into it with a lip gloss on top of it. And this lip gloss I used on top of it is the Taos brand. It's also a Nigerian brand. This, I think the name is Taos Ink or Taos brand. That should be the name. It's like they have like amazing lip products, lip stains. I've been using their lip stains for over 5 years, guys, or more than over 5 years plus, and they always come true. Like, they always serve. Their lip stains, their lipsticks are always very nice. Try it and you won't regret it, guys. I highly recommend. So I'm just, basically blending the lips and glossing it, because glossing is a must. So now I'm going to just intensify the blush with the cream blush from Tahila Cosmetics. Just very little quantity. I took like a little, put on the back of my palm. I don't dip like a used beauty blender into my products. It's not hygienic. So I'm just using my brush to pick up like a little highlighter on her face. I still didn't want the highlighter to be so much. Guys, this look I was going for, I just wanted it very soft and also to make a statement. Does that make sense? So I'm using the Mismetic Glazed in, this is in the shade Cocoa. Yeah, this is the shade Cocoa. This is not like my favorite shade. My favorite shade is Flush, but Cocoa does it for me on dark skin. Like, guys, just look at that glow. This gives like the skin like finish kind of glow. It does it for me all the time for dark skin, but I just love Flush because it has that, that pink undertone. And as a girl, pink is a girl's favorite shade, right? So I'm using my mascara, my Wing Beauty mascara. This is like mascara I use all the time because it does the job and it has like a tiny wand. With this mascara, you can hardly go wrong, like get mascara all over. So I'm using the Sopro Seal It spray, like the Odogu spray, just to seal everything together. Guys, if you don't have the spray yet, you are sleeping on a bicycle, get the spray. And I'm using the Cocoa just to, glow her body. And this, is the finished look. I hope you enjoy it. Give this video a very big thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. Turn on the post notifications to my posts. Watch my other videos as well. Share this video with your friends and anyone who you think might find this video helpful. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.